joining me on today's podcast. But before you go, a simple request. If this podcast has made a difference in your life, please leave a review where you listen and share this episode with someone who could use a little light today. Knowing my show has impacted your life brings me so much joy. Remember to explore my Etsy boutique to discover the workbook you need most this month. And until next time, my friend, ignite inspiration, spread hope, and dance with faith.
It's low tide. The sun is shining, and we walk out to the island that seems like a mystery from the shore. That's quite some beautiful imagery there, but where am I going with all of this? Well, I find that when I take the time, make the time for a good morning routine, even if there is a hurricane happening around me, I can push through those heavy winds. So, grab that cup of joe or glass of wine and come with me as we talk about how important it is to make the time to decide what is important, to make the time for the big things in our lives, no matter what they are, and then prioritizing them. We do this by making space for God first. We do this with a good routine, and we do this when we take care of ourselves so we can take care of others. And the perfect journal to go along with this one is my customizable prayer journal. Check that out over on my Rise, Love, Live boutique at etsyshop.com.
Do you find yourself struggling with constant anxiety, stress, or burnout? Maybe you're navigating through overwhelming waves of sadness or darkness. Has someone allowed you to believe that you're unworthy? Well then, we're here to debunk those beliefs and help you to overcome them. Hello, my friend, and welcome to the Radiance from Within podcast, guiding Christian women to build their confidence and self-worth. My name is Heidi, and I'm so excited to have you here. We'll work together to help you overcome negative beliefs by incorporating prayer, devotionals, and journaling into your daily routine. Additionally, we'll explore the power of words and how they can impact your mindset and well-being. Because when you unleash your inner peace, you will find the desire and strength to spread kindness and compassion. Join me each week and unlock your radiance from within. Discover your power and strength and embark on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment.
Truth time. When I'm drowning in work, the dust bunnies have their own zip code, and my Christmas decorations are still up at the end of February. Oops, I told you it was truth time. I will sometimes become frozen and useless. This week, I've been working until about 8. Blessed with work, don't get me wrong, but last night I even worked until 9, knowing that I still needed to get this episode written. Again, I know, Western world problems over here. Anywho, I keep talking to you folks about how important it is to make time for yourself and God in the morning. Yet, remember, we're being honest here, I don't always do such a good job myself. So this particular morning, as I wiped those sleepies out of my eyes and scuffed through the house in my fuzzy socks with my big cup of joe, I decided to take my own advice. I sat down with one of my devotional books from my beautiful best friend, and God decided to make me cry. Well, that's not very hard these days, but still. This is a fantastic devotional if you're seeking to squeeze in a bit of goodness in between going to the gym, making lunches for everyone, or simply needing something easy. It's Good Enough by Kate Bowler and Jessica Richie. And this particular section impacted me so much that here we are talking about it. God asked that I share it with you because that's what I do, you see. I ask God what you might need, And this is what he told me. So this one is perfectly titled Building a Good Day. And Kate is telling this cute story of an experience she had at a particular church. The details don't matter for today, but be sure to grab this book so you can read them for yourself. Anywho, here's the gist. Apparently, when you have a mason jar and you try to put the small rocks in, then the medium, then the big ones, they won't all fit. However, if you put the big ones in first, then the medium, and then the teeny tiny ones, they all fit. So she continued to say that we must identify our big rocks: God, family, your community. Whatever your big rocks are for you, when you structure your day, you must make room for them first. And this is when I laughed, and then I cried, and then I literally looked up at the ceiling and said, "You're funny. Thank you." Remember, I ask you to begin your day with gratitude and prayer. Yeah, well, I was talking to me too. And when I read those words, I knew God was speaking directly to me in that very moment, tapping me on the shoulder, asking me to tackle my big rocks first, all the while knowing that He is my first big rock. I also knew that I was meant to stop what I was doing. Well, I finished that little excerpt first. Fill my cup of coffee and create this particular episode because He is my producer. He guides me to give the messages you need to hear. So there you go, and here we are. Proverbs chapter 3 verses 5 through 6 tells us to trust the Lord completely and don't depend on your own knowledge. With every step you take, think about what He wants, and He will help you go the right way. Amen to that, my friends. Now, back to our big rocks. The other thing that Kate tells us is that our days all look different. For me, I'm a morning person. I want to do all the good stuff that I'm supposed to do first thing in the morning. My devotional, my exercising, working on that one, and this work. And naturally, all of us will structure our days differently based on how we're wired. But still, I can't let go of tackling your big rocks first. So let's go through an exercise of doing just that. When you're overwhelmed and you simply cannot see straight, how in the world are you meant to tackle the good things? Never mind, take the time to identify them. Well, my friend, I'm here to tell you from experience, if you don't take the time, it's going to get much, much worse. So sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but let's do something about it. So first, prayer. Dear Lord, please give us the strength and serenity to find a small pocket of time this week. Allow us enough calm and clarity for us to see you, to find you and your peace we need so very much to guide us. Please give us the space we need and whisper in our ears. Guide our pens as we take this time to recognize our big rocks versus our small ones. Then help us to make the time to take care of those first. We want to do right by you, God. We just need your grace and mercy to do so. And the people of God said, Amen. Oh, wow. That one felt really good. Okay, moving on. So I'll include that prayer in my description below so you can print it out and repeat it when you're in a good place. Actually, scratch that. Please say it whenever you need to, even if it's an icky place, because it will make you feel better. Then grab a piece of paper and I want you to make a list. But first, you need to just write. Write without thinking for 10 minutes. Get the chaos out of your mind. I might have told you this one before, but it's a good one, so please practice it. Write the words that are flowing. Write the words that are jumbled. And when the timer goes off, Hopefully, you've then cleared a little space in that beautiful mind of yours. Now, take another 10 minutes to create that list. Write down all of the things you must do, like feeding the kids or going to work. Write down the things that you should do, like going to the gym or taking a walk, and all of the things you want to do, like going to the beach or on a fun vacation. Notice I didn't put prayer in any of those buckets. And as I was writing that last part, I pondered each one. And you want to know why? Because prayer falls under every bucket. You must, you should, and you want to pray every day. So why not do it first? He should be your first big rock. He should be my first big rock. And then consider taking that list in a different direction. For this, you might need another 10 minutes. And then I'll let you go and do the work. Take a few moments, and instead of creating some type of to-do list, look at those big rocks differently. Look at today differently. As if today is it. Do you really want to save God, family, and love for the end of your day? Or do you want to do those things first? What do you want to do today, my friend? And then do it. Life isn't just about your career or tasks. It's about purpose, joy, and making a difference. So go and conquer it, my friend, and then leave me a comment on how well you did. I believe in you. Now it's your turn.
Thank you for joining me on today's podcast. But before you go, a simple request. If this podcast has made a difference in your life, please leave a review where you listen and share this episode with someone who could use a little light today. Knowing my show has impacted your life brings me so much joy. Remember to explore my Etsy boutique to discover the workbook you need most this month. And until next time, my friend, ignite inspiration, spread hope, and dance with faith.